Yo, how's it going, Aaliyah? How's it going, Abby? Yo, Davichon. How's it going? Yo, Hans. Okay. Yo, Mama Bear. How's it going? Wait, live. Um, you look cute in our stripes. Thanks, Aaliyah. I mean, that's funny. I'm wearing stripes today. How's it going, guys? Timing's perfect as always. I'm glad. I had such a weird day. I had such a long yesterday and I woke up and I completely forgot that I was gonna get that X-File stuff. And I went, yo, how's it going, San Diego? Um, and I cleaned up my place a little bit in the morning and I started like cooking just to like have some food and like was trying to like organize stuff. And then my friend was just like, yo, when are you coming? And I'm like, oh shit. And then I just heard, how's it going, Melissa? And I just went into like, it's crazy. It was just like this, someone passed away and then they were like, I mean, and it wasn't like a heavy thing. I think it was just like okay, she's resting, so it's cool. But hearing crazy stories and seeing all this really cool, like insane, insane stuff, like such crazy stuff. How are you? I was hoping you're okay. Typical mom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm good for sure. Wait, I don't think my job is going to work out. I'm on information overload. Don't know what I'm doing. Shit, sounds like the story of my life, man. Who I hope everything goes well, but I think you should stick it through just to see if you really, you know, if it's really sometimes like knee jerk reactions to anything, especially work and like a new place. I don't know. I've never been like, this is sick. Always been like, this sucks. But if I feel like I'm in another timeline, yeah, for sure. Also, this is so different. Also, because the other day, the reason why, on some like listening to background a bit occupied. Oh, sick. Nice to. I'll keep you. I'll be yapping, man. Hey Kev, it's my birthday today. Are you guys streaming tonight so Lily can whip? I wish, Arthur. Mom's gone for 3 weeks. Mom, she can when she gets home. But also, again, I'm gonna figure out a way to FaceTime with her. But she's gone for a little bit. But also, happy birthday. Happy birthday. If only mom was here so she could cuss out. Wait, is it John Presley for me? Because he was delaying packages several times. What is that? Is that like Fremunda cheese that I can't see? I found out someone passed away last night to someone else. So sorry. Really so sorry, Leo. I'm not going to quit, but I'm willing to beg every dollar I get. I won't be there for 6 months. I mean, I guess I wish, I wish I could help. I wish I could say something that makes anything better. No, Debbie Chun, mom is at 2 weddings. Also, I feel so bad. I feel bad. It's weird. I really live. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not weird. It's not weird to me. So I feel like my life is as normal as it gets. But I do think I live a weird life. And with that being said, like I'm not trying to not celebrate, but like, yeah, it's like family stuff and I'm like not at these celebrations and I'm like I don't like, I don't even know what I'm even saying or how to say it, but it's a trip because I don't really talk to anyone really. Not like a way where like I'm avoiding anyone, but I'm just not really talking to anyone. And mom being with family, now I can't, it's like if they're on the phone and they're calling me up, I might be like, like just like running into neighbors or something. But while she's on the phone with me, at the homie's house, it's just like, oh yeah, here, you know, and I'm like, dude, what are you like last night? No, 2 nights ago. No, last night. Yeah, the last night. Um, I was just like, it was like I was just getting like I was getting passed around on the phone. And I was like, you know, like also I don't have reception. Oddly enough, we don't have reception at my mom's house and my place. So I could like only hear like a few words every so often, as well as um uh uh like I didn't know everyone was talking. Mom didn't say anything about falling, so everyone was talking about her eye, and I couldn't hear what they were saying, and I was just like, oh my god, amazing, you know, just like, oh my god, amazing. And they were like, what the fuck are you saying, you know? But I was also like, I couldn't hear them. But also I was like talking, and I was like, in my mind I was like looking at mom being like like whisper yelling, being like, why are you doing this to me? And I couldn't stop laughing. And the thing was, I couldn't hear them. And I was just like, that's amazing. And I was laughing, and they were all just like, oh my God, you're like mom, her eye. And I'm like, yeah, dude, amazing. and then it was like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what to do, because I want to like call mom to see what's up, but I'm also just like, dude, I'm not going to be able to like, it's like everyone trying to like say what's up to me when when they can't talk to me. Now they can, because even, oh my God, it was nuts. I called mom, and then someone else answered, and I was like, what? Like I felt bamboozled. but whatever. So the thing is, again, I'm saying, it's like, I feel like I don't live a fucking weird life, but I guess I do. Like, I guess I really, really do. And I was also just saying that, like, you know, like mom, because of me, like inherently like lives a funnier life than normal. And again, I don't really think, wait, they're definitely thinking you're punching. I think so too. I think so too. It's the Memphis group, but I feel like the background magic, I feel like that's what, where like Lisa Frank kind of gets some stuff from. I mean, you're on vacation. Oh my God. Yes, Avichan. I'm on full vacation. Dude, I don't even know Bean Boozled. Yes. I don't even know. Like so yesterday was the first day, and I just like cleaned up my place. And then today I kind of was like running around. I also, my friend Morgan played a show at Zebulon. And then I went, because my friend was DJing at this bar, and I went there after. And my friend who's a bartender bartends. My friend who was DJing. I got caught up in the crossfires, and I was just a wreck. Yo, how's it going, Chrissy? I was just a wreck yesterday. And because also it was funny, some dude came up to me, and it's weird. I don't know. I mean, I guess like, I don't know. Like I said, even, you know, like to Big Cheese, or what, I was talking to everyone, but Big Cheese kind of was like mentioning it. But yeah, like, I don't think that, I don't know. I don't feel like I live in a world of funny. I mean, I know, but I just don't. But also, I'm like, not like for 1 second thinking that like someone might like know me or anything. I don't know. Like, I was at this bar, and I was like, this is my friend, this is my friend, and this is my other friend. And this one dude came up to me and was just like, yo, like, how do I know you? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I'm Sarah's friend, you know, like, I really just like, I don't know. And I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, I really don't think, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I can't, it doesn't like register that like someone like would recognize me or something. And so they were like, what do you do? And I was like, I don't know. I make some videos, I make content. And then like also right now, since mom's gone, I've been working on, I'm going to start working with some friends, and like, it's kind of like bigger projects that are cool, but I'm also just like the stuff that I would have to say no to because I'm just dealing with mom so much. And this dude was just like, almost like, I just didn't say anything really, because I just didn't know what to say. I was just like, I'm Bob's friend. I'm here because of Bob. That's really what it is. And I just didn't really think twice about it. And the dude was like trying to like console me. He's just like, hey man, like, no, like, wait, what do you do, man? You know, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I make stuff, and I work with Bob every so often. And then he's just like, but why do I know you? And I was like, oh, maybe my mom. My mom's like a meme. And he's just like, wait a second. Your mom, did she yell? And I'm like, yeah. And he's just like, get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, that's that lady. And then he was just like, when I blew up on TikTok, and I guess like he made some videos, and then so the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because Bob likes to have some drinks. Same with me. And I mean, when I'm with Bob, it's like, it's just nerdy. And I'm like, I so love this dude. And so our friend's the bartender. It's a dangerous, it's like a perfect storm. And it's just like all like he's playing like such cool like metal, and like I love his taste so much. And I only learn around him. And so she poured up these like gigantic drinks, doubles, like gigantic drinks, just kind of like, listen, you guys have fun in a corner. And this dude was just like, I gotta get you a drink. We gotta take a shot together. And I was just like, I really don't need a shot. Like, thank you. Tip your bar. I don't know. I really don't need it. And he's just like, I gotta. And she poured us these 2 drinks for Bob and I. And then this dude, he was just like, let me get a round. And then she looked at me being like, you're taking this while there's this, and then you have, and she was just laughing. And I'm like, I don't need this. I need this. Like, I need a hole in my head. And, but also like, I don't, it was like, this dude was like, oh my God, like, you've given me laughter. And I'm like, oh, dude, there is nothing better. You can't tell me, and you can't like you can't melt my heart more. You know what I mean? Unless it's like, one of you guys actually talking about like, Debbie Chun saying like you're on vacation from mom. It's just like, that's infinitely funnier. Also, so the truth. But this dude not knowing me being like, oh my God, this is so sweet. But that's because you're so humble. When I was on TV and radio, I was so chill. But then when people asked for pics of me when I was out, I was so bizarre to me, almost uncomfortable. Yeah, well, yeah, but also like there's something in my head that doesn't register, or I don't know. But I mean, I'm with you. I mean, it's funny too because it's like when I'm having a conversation with someone, it really is like it's like we're starting off in the middle of it. It's not like he wasn't like meeting me. I was just like, we're taking shots at a bar, so then I just treat him like a dude at the bar, and I'm like, we're already in. It's just like and yeah, he asked me for that. Also, it's such a funny thing. Like, he was just like, would you mind if I followed you? And I was just like, what is that even like? Whatever you want, man. Like, yeah, cool. And I was like, and he was asking like, yo, we gotta like link. And I was like, look, if you're here, I'm here. We go here, as well as, yeah. But it was a trip. But again, I say that to say I was on. Yesterday was like a blur because of it. Being recognized from the internet is a weird experience. It's true. But it's funny too, because again, it's like I think that he kind of thought that I was projecting this like almost like false humility or something. I think initially. And I was really just like, oh, I wasn't registered. I was just like, oh, I'm with Bob. That's it. Like, I was just like, I'm with Bob, Or I really also think that like I live in worlds with people who are just like they're just known. They're like public figures, And so it's like there's just I'm sitting at a thing. It's like my friend today, like I'm gonna work with this dude on Tuesday, and he's doing a collab with WWE, and it's just like I'm gonna work with them, and it's like when we do something on Tuesday, it'll just be like, yo, like I'm with this dude. Or like if I was at this event and I was talking to WWE people, again, they might just be like, maybe I recognize you, but I'm with Lil Miss. I don't, like I'm just whatever. But it's just a really weird experience. But it's also like the second someone, what about Bob? Yes. But once someone recognizes me because of mom, then I'm just immediately like, oh my God, we're fucking friends, like it's just like hugs and like, it's like they're just saying nice things about my mother. You know what I mean? And it's funny because it's like, like I said before in one of these streams, like on this channel, like it really is weird when like it's like I work with my mom and I look at her like my partner, but then sometimes my mom shows up when she's my partner, as well as like vice versa. Like I'm talking to my mom and my partner shows up. And that happens a lot with this, with work, just like doing jobs. Also, oh my God. They I got word back from this work and I don't know what's gonna happen because they asked for another like thing and mom's not here. But also it was like oddly like freeing where I'm like, all right, well, can't do anything, as opposed to like a certain stress that I would even give myself. But if again, I can't explain it. And this is the best. Again, the best content of moms would be the bloopers of jobs, because you don't even know how insane she gets. You don't get it. And she just constantly, she thinks that she's actually losing it because she forgets words. And it was funny. I looked at my notes app because I was telling her, imagine how we were going back and forth. And she was just trying to convince me that she was crazy. And I'm just like, listen, man, fucking this is no good for anyone. If you're right, we're fucked. If you're wrong, you're fucking wasting our time, dude. Like you can't do this, man. And again, like I'm like stumbling on these like moments that are so funny to me. I mean, they're funny, I think, in general, but like I was saying, like, look, it's binary. I'm like, if the videos come from your library, we're fucked. If the videos come from your forest, we're okay. The thing is, once she gets into the forest, we're good, because she could give me a bunch. It's like she's just so good. But when she starts trying to remember her name, she's just like, hello, my name is TikTok Grandma. And it's like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, what, and even with this, and it's the truth, she had to kind of like review something. And I was just like, tell me what you think it tastes like. And she's just like, what does it taste like? And I'm just like, I don't know, man. Fucking like, tell me what it tastes like. And again, this is what I'm saying. It's like, I'm talking to like my partner and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Just tell me what the fuck the fucking thing tastes like. And again, now I sound nuts and I'm cussing like a lunatic, because I'm also like, to anyone I'd be working with, we wouldn't be in this predicament, but also I would be like, motherfucker, just say that, and so, dude, I stumbled on, wait a second, I was crying. Dude, the more you think, the less you are. Because it's true. I was like, you got to be yourself, man. And she was just like, how do you be yourself? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. This is getting too fucking philosophical, man. And dude, the more you think, the less you are. And it's true. It really is true. Kev, so Evan, I love you, Chrissy. Thank you. Wait, do you have a sound effect thing set up on Twitch so that the chat can start sending you the same sound effects? That means that you're giving her for I don't have that set up yet. But also, again, like, this is, but yo, Aaliyah, you're in my world now. Shit. I mean, dude, you could give me crickers all you want on Moms. I'll give you the crickers if you're trying to give me over here. Because again, I'm just going to be yapping over here. And again, seeing Mom over here, again, she's a different kind of person. But regardless, yeah, that'll be set up too. Like that, I'll be figuring that out right now as Mom's gone. And also, yeah, I gotta figure out, I really gotta figure out the schedule. Cause like wait, love your shirt, Kev. Thank you so much. It's a Friends With You shirt. It's a Friends With You guest shirt. Also, I'm bummed. My friend Jimmy was supposed to come today and I missed him. He can't come. Oh, actually, you know what? He wants to, I'm going to pick up my bike. Also, dude, did you see? Oh my God. Also, okay. Dude, while I've been here, Patty is texting me about spreading the funk. Your what time one of us will be here for sure. But on Twitch, the dynamic is different. I guarantee you. I mean, what do you mean on Twitch? I mean, I stream on Ecamm Live, and they're on Twitch and YouTube together. It's the same thing. I'm sure like the chat is different if you're saying. But again, yeah, no, totally. I'm gonna do like a text to speech or whatever that's called. But yeah, so wait, Forrest and Kev getting a pedicure. What color should I get? I don't know. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. You should get a cat while mom is away and name him LeBron. I mean, she should get a pet. Mom would be mad at me at the idea, but then if there was a pet around, she would love it. But she should. Again, so like I was saying earlier, everything would be so normal if I was just the weirdo in the family, which would just be the case. But because like the family isn't around, like isn't so close, mom is just becoming slowly but surely the weirdo I am. Or it's like not even the weirdo I am, but it's like if you're just adjacent to it, you pick it up, you know? And I think that because of that, she's like extra cool and like extra like lenient compared to, like I was saying before, her being a bit of a square. And she was never a square because she was a lenient one also around weird, which was my father. But yeah, so now it's just a trip because, you know, it's like my family is just like, what do you mean? Like, how are you not here? This and that. And I just don't do things straightforward. I don't know. Like I really do have like work and stuff. And I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm also like, I couldn't be in a place for 3 weeks. And also, I mean, she's going to 2 weddings and they're like separated. So I feel like she would have just went kind of quickly because I also do know her in her world. Like right now, I promise, or she's going to have a great time. I know that for sure. And she's having a wonderful time, I'm sure already. But like, I think pretty quickly, it's like a bit boring. She becomes like a grandma. She becomes a great grandma, you know? And over here, there's always something. Like there's always something else, you know? Like even right now, like mom modeled for this glasses company that's having a birthday, that's having a 1-year anniversary today. So mom would have been at that party, as well as Bob is playing a show and mom would have been there. And there's so many things happening. Dude, there's a Danzig cover band that I'm going with Bob on Sunday. And like, yeah, I think that mom also, which is so weird, which I never really got. I never understood because mom is kind of a homebody, but for some reason, like when she like came to America, she always wanted to be in the thick of it. And that's so me. Like I really don't want to leave the house, but I always want to be in arm's length of like a 40, you know, like, and I mean that in a way where like, I want to be in the fucking city, dude. Baisley. Because she didn't know Jeff. Baisley. I totally get that. You know, that's so mom too. Like mom says something, you say it back. I don't know what's going on because I'm reading back whatever mom's saying. Are you gonna do the dressing up for Halloween this year? That was so funny last year. Matthew, yes, for sure. I think we're also gonna start pretty early this year. But I also feel like Mackenzie mentioned it. I want to just start doing it kind of like a lot. Like not just Halloween. Halloween is fun, but I do want to start doing it more. But I'm glad you like them. I could imagine the videos, cat something. Yeah, yeah. She really would. She would love a cat. I just feel like it's funny. It's like, I feel like it's just like having another thing to love might be really, really exciting, but also just like hard in a way where I think that she's just like, I'm good with where we are in life. But like I was saying, or whatever, during lockdown when we had that stray, when we had Ray the cat outside, she loved it. She loved it. But she'd also like, she was like, she loved it. But that was a perfect situation because she bought food and he would come to eat the food, but he wouldn't even come in the house. So she didn't have to do anything, you know? He would just like shit in the yard. She's stoked on it. Um, my grandfather has been in the hospital since Wednesday, and it's been crazy ever since. Oh man, Emily, I'm so sorry. Wishing you all the best. Wishing him all the best. I couldn't even go into the lives of this channel because the situation. Oh, I'm so sorry. Really wishing you all the best from the forest. Wishing, yeah, hoping hoping he's doing well. Hoping you're doing well. Hoping the family's doing well. Oh my God, what kind of pet would fit mom's personality? I'm saying, wait up, a parrot? I don't know if she could handle noises. I feel like a cat because a cat would just be like there, like in but not in, like around but not. She wouldn't have to walk it. It would just be chilling, When am I getting married? I don't know. That's another thing. Is she going to drink? I bet she is, but not really. Mom parties with me. I'm sure there's going to be like moments, and also I'm sure there's going to be people being like, that's a funny lady. And then like try to make it a thing, but also like, I don't know. I was watching this TikTok and this woman was like talking about a plus one. What's a good plus one? There's three things. There's a plus one, there's a zero, there's a negative one. And a plus one, if you're a real plus one, you add to the experience. If it's vibes, if it's the aux cord on the way to the event, if it's taking good photos, if it's whatever. A zero is like, oh man, you kind of realize that like if you were there by yourself, it might be a little bit better, just like meeting people, not having someone to worry about, whatever. And then the negative would be like someone who's there and like complaining about being there, whatever. By this point, when mom goes to functions, like I'm her plus one and I'm a good plus one because I would say that, I do think I'm a good plus one because it's like, people, like I know when to fold them. I know when to chill in a corner. I know when to relax, like I feel like some people might want to go to mom and be like, make her be this lady that she is, but she might not want to be at the time. And I'm pretty quick to be like, yo, relax. Or like, I'm like, mom, now's your chance. Go off and do your thing. And then if someone comes to like a table or something, then I could yap with them for sure too. But so that's what I'm saying. I'm sure she'll drink, but I'm sure she won't really. She won't like party like she'd be with me. She'd be like, I don't know, like taking pic. I don't know. Mom is a different person without me. There's a lot of different things we could do over there. The streamer can set up an archive of emotes, meme pictures, sound effects, meme sound bites, clips from previous streams. Yeah, my resident or like my go-to streamer bud is Sarah. She's been teaching me a lot about Twitch. So yeah, this is literally the time I'm figuring all that stuff out without mom here, because normally it's like when I'm around her and we're doing this kind of thing, it just takes stuff out of me. And every so often I'm just like, let me just go home and eat and whatever. And now I'm like, cool, I'm going to be here, especially when I'm in New York. I'll be like, my days will just be filled with like figuring out the mods, figuring out all those things, and the chat can use their points. Yes. For us just to, yes. I'm learning that. Have you eaten, Kev? I have. I made some food today, and it was also, it was good. I'm so antisocial, but I want to experience everything. I'm a weirdo. I'm a social butterfly, but don't talk to me or visit me. I totally understand that. I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of like when I go, it's binary with me. When I'm out, then I'm out. But if I'm in, I'm in. And I also feel like even with this kind of thing, it's like, again, mom's different because I could just, it's like, I could really like, I could ghost mom. I could tell mom I'm ghosting you, you know? It's like, and also it's funny because in our world, that would also be funny. It's true too. It's just like, I'm over here being like, you can't call me. You can't get a hold of me. But also like that's silly. And that's the way we are. I don't even know. I could not go on a trip for 3 weeks with anyone. Again, besides mom, because I could leave at any time, you know? So yeah, it's like, it's one of those like, oh, I don't, and again, I feel bad and I don't want to feel bad, but I feel guilty. But I'm also like, don't make me feel guilty, you know? It's family, man. And it's funny because it's like mom's the quickest. I say it all the time. And this is the fucking story of mom for real is, again, like I said, mom's got a short fuse. I've got a long fuse. When the short fuse runs out, mom's fucking hard on the outside, soft on the inside. I am the opposite. I am the bad cop. I am the like, if you get to the bottom of fuse, I'm like, I won't blow up, but I'm like, if I leave, I'll mean it and it'll be worse than if I blew up, you know? And so the thing is, I say it all the time, you know, mom's so quick to be like, oh, you know, family, you know, you guys are my family, you know, assholes, this and that, whatever. And she doesn't mean it. She loves it. You know, again, like I say all the time, like I wish I was more normal because I'll like come through the door and I'll get straight to work. And then she wants to like, good morning, how are you? She wants to chit chat. She wants to gossip. I don't chit chat. I don't gossip. I mean, I'm just like, I'm over here being like, I don't know. The sky's falling in some regard, you know, or like, oh, the new Turnstile record came out and Facing on it. And this is like my like nerdy, whatever. And so, but it's a trip because, you know, mom has been with family and she's just like, and I've been saying all the time, I'm like, you love it. You want to be around it. You love it. And it's hard for her to understand that like, I love it, but it's like, I really like it in small doses. I don't really love it. It's just, I'd like to be alone. And she like has realized that, you know, like, and also mom, she just fucking forgets when it's over, but she's just like, yeah, you know, I love this. And that's also why I was just like, dude, like it's like, again, I'm such a homie with her where I'm like, I'm hanging out with her every day. We're doing this. She's in my world. But it's like, yeah, when she's like falling at 11 because people aren't there, it's just like that she wants a grandchild to be holding her hand. And I'm like, I want that too. And I'm also like, dude, I'm doing my part. I can't do more. You know, it's like I'm doing so much. I accidentally passed the wrong letter. Pets are very stimulating for the brain. I'm sure. She could probably call the cat freaking lunatic without a doubt. Again, Emily, I'm wishing you the best. A wet koala. Could you imagine, dude? I'm the same, Kev. I'm the Roundup girl and rein it in. Yeah. And I'm the youngest. Sick. Everyone of my friends get wild and I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, Hans, my mouth is good. My mouth is doing good. Thank you very much. I ghost myself all the time. Understandable. No, mom, you're done. Give me number 4. I know, dude. I got to edit that video. I was just thinking about that on the way. Maybe I'll post it on. No, I got to edit that video. That video is insane. I don't remember it too well, but I'm gonna miss Lily's yelling. Yeah, for real. I mean, it'll come soon. Then mom demanding big cheese to get the check. I know. Danica. Oh my God, Danica sent over such nice gifts, and also tipped mom for Power Hour. It's like so funny, dude. I said this earlier, but you were on a roll with a story basically saying basically saying to not feel sorry about the person I knew passing away because she was a rotten person. So much reaction was more so like seeing Regina George getting hit by the bus. Got it. Got it, Aaliyah. Got it. Well, as long as you're okay. Wait, my husband is the same. He never wants to talk a lot. And here I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I like to talk a lot, but I like to talk a lot and I really like to talk a lot, but like in my worlds, you know, like in worlds of you know, I mean, like the other day when I went to the show, wait, you could borrow my baby Kevin when finally get around to having one. I'm sure Lily has a whole lot more fun than you will though. Yeah, I mean I'm good. I just want records. I just want to buy stuff. I just want to collect stuff. Still here but can't pay attention to chat. Heard my name. I was just referring to you. I don't even remember why, but I did. Anyhow, but what I really like your fidget, Kev. I have the same one. Can you hear it? I feel like I could be the most annoying person in the world. I mean, this is so much fun. But you know, the thing is, like, I don't like, so yeah, I went to the show and I was talking to this one person, and so okay, so for a while, some Kevin lore. I was on tour with this dude named Michael Runyon, and he was living with this dude named Jason Bozell. Jason Bozell has a few videos on this channel, and I'm stoked because I'm in motions to film musicians again, which is such a trip, and I'm so stoked. But so I went to the show, and Michael Runyon was there. Michael Runyon was like Connor Oberst, Saddle Creek adjacent because I mean, he was in the world. It wasn't even adjacent. He's in the world. But Michael lived with Bozell. Bozell is in Rilo Kiley and is in Bright Eyes. And played, like, writes with Dawes, writes his own music. He's the best. He just does so much stuff. So I went to the show and there was a lot of Saddle Creek people there. It was like Nick Freitas, who I made a video on here, who's one of my favorite songwriters. And this one dude who I believe, I'm not 100%, but I believe he's married to Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor is also another amazing songwriter. And so the thing is, it's like we were talking about, like, kind of not work, but like this. He was like, you know, I was talking to Freitas about music and putting things out in the world. And this dude was like, wait a second, you stream? And I was just like, well, yeah. Starting to, but people over here, because again, I'm getting all these things in line, even though, I mean, I'm streaming. And to people while we're streaming, I'll tell people that we're streaming other places, but I haven't told like the audience I've been streaming, you know what I mean? Like at large, or like taking clips and being like, we're here and this is a schedule, you know? And so this dude was asking me questions and I was answering them. And in that regard, I'm saying I went on forever. Cause he wanted to talk and we were going back and forth about just everything, you know, just everything about all of this shit. And in that regard, I could go, that's fun. But like, if someone were to actually ask, like, I don't know, like questions about like, I don't know, like mom or like I don't know, like what's Fiona like? I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, again, and I understand that it's like interesting and stuff, you know, but I'm like, I don't know, man. And then I get a little bit like, not quiet, but yeah, maybe a little bit quiet, you know? But it was just like in that world, there was a bunch of like old friends I haven't seen for a long time. And I was just like, yo, let's film. And then, but it was all kind of like talking shop. So it's kind of like, if anything, it's like my special interest or something. You know what I mean? What's y'all's favorite sushi? If anything, it's sort of like ASMR. Good. I don't mind the clicker. I always listen to ASMR. Oh my God. Amazing. I could this is fun. But yeah, I'm also stoked about, like, when I was even talking to this dude, because he worked on a bunch of campaigns and stuff. I don't really know what he did because he was asking me so many things, and he was like, I work with venture capitalists and they're all asking me about the stuff that I was telling him. And he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, sick. And he's just like, can I buy you a beer? And I was just like, I'll drink all your beers. Sounds good, you know? And again, it's like, he's like a friend of a friend. And I know that, like, we've been in the same room a lot. But I was stoked because I was like, oh yeah, when I create my worlds on this channel, especially, and again, it's going to get a lot more music or art, nerdy, heavy, whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, well, when I bring these people on, and I mean, hopefully you guys will like some of this stuff, because I also do know that, like, the people, like I was saying, it was a while ago, but it's a weird world where, and I still live in it, because I don't know how people haven't really come like around, but like for some reason, like I was consulting for a little bit. If I told like one person, he was like, yo, pretend I'm going to the gym. Just give me a regimen. Just tell me what to do. Just like, tell me what to do. And I'm like, I could do that, but I'm really trying to be your friend. I really would just rather teach you how to fish. And in teaching you how to fish, it's a lot less work on my end, because I'm just like, you have to jump, you have to embrace the cringe, you have to get over the hump, or you have to fucking fish, man. You know, it's like, because it's like, I could tell you what to do and then I could take your money by doing so, but I'm also like, I'm expensive now. You know, it's like, if you're gonna take me away from my mom in any regard, I'm gonna charge you, you know? Wait, I'm gonna go make a bowl of cereal and settle in for the night. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs put their foot in your ass, Kev. Won't. Good night, Aaliyah. Enjoy the cereal. But if I need to make a coffee, it's almost 10 a.m. You haven't had coffee? How long have you been up for? Without coffee. But so yeah, so the thing was, so my point is, it was so weird. It's like, if I said, hey, okay, and also, I mean, I would also kill it. I would, because I'm like, cool, let me give you a song once a week, learn the song, film it, post it. That'd be one assignment, compared to, like, cool, like, you'll put something out 4 times a week, you know? And it's also funny because it's like, and it's so easy, at least to me, where I'm like, if like a friend or a musician is learning a song, for some reason they're like, I'm not on the internet, and I'm like, whatever, man, whatever makes you sleep at night, you know? But if I told them to do it and they filmed it and then they posted it, they are cringe. If I filmed them doing that same thing and then I posted it, now they're artists and I'm a documentarian or whatever the fuck, you know? And it's like, Kevin is making content and they are a troubadour. I don't fucking know. And again, and no, this is no disrespect to anyone. It's just, it really is this perspective based something. But so yeah, so when I was talking to this dude, he got it all. Like, he understood. He didn't understand what I was saying in terms of details, but he got the fact that, like, the homie that I'm talking about right now is also, like, I mentioned Discord, and he's just like, fuck that, Kev, I'm out. And I'm like, don't be out, man. Like, don't be out. Like, you can't be out. You know, you're too great. And like, don't, it's like, it's so weird to think that like, it's like, I used to say a bunch like, um, but Kevin, if you don't mind me asking, do you have anxiety when you go to new events? No. I'm spent. I'm burnt. I'm like over all of it. You know, like yeah, truly. Also, I think it's weird because it's like I'm very yeah, I'm over it. And it's like I guess I really go to events. You know, um but I know what it is. I know the feeling. Also, I mean like I'll have a drink or two and really not give a fuck. But I really know the feeling. And also it's like when I recognize it in someone, I always try to like, hey man, you know, like hang out bullshit. Cause it's tough. Especially here. Like in LA or New York, where I mean I'm at most of the time, it is a very like it's like people they're not, I don't think they're trying to be mean, but I feel like it's almost like a fraternity or a sorority where it's like they got hazed. So they feel like it's cool to haze, or it's fine to haze. It's not cool to haze, but it's fine to be like a bit like snotty. And I'm like, oh man, dude, I've been in situations where people made me feel like a fucking asshole. I'm not gonna fucking do that. It's like I'm not gonna do that. That's horrible. Um, but it's weird because it's like I could see the anxiety. But again, by this point, I'm fucking burnt, man. I am over all of it. um, wait, I've been up for 2 hours cleaning up, making breakfast for the kids. It's Saturday here. Mama Bear, you're nuts. Get some coffee, man. Get some coffee in you. Oh my God, you deserve coffee. Wait, yo, Kev, I have a gift arriving tomorrow for your mom, but please keep them for when she gets back. Also, hello, I'm very drunk. Nicola, awesome. Yo, how's it going? Wait, what'd you do tonight? Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Also, 100%. I'll have the thing. I'll save it for mom. Mom's also going to be so stoked. I'm sure she's going to come back to like a few packages. I'm sure. I know, again, I know mom this too. And again, and it's funny because she says it all the time. She hates it when she's just like, I'm fucking like you now. But like, she's with family. I'm sure she's having an amazing time. I'm sure it's awesome. But soon enough, like they'll be doing things where it's like, you know, mom's like, oh man, I want to watch my stories. Like, oh man, like I wonder what Kev's up to. You know, like, oh man, like this is cool, but like this is kind of a little bit boring. Like I know that like I'm a little bit exciting in a way that also might be like exhausting to my mom. But when she doesn't have it, then she's like, oh, like a little bit stir crazy. So I'm sure when she's just like, okay, all right, man, I want to go live again. I want this, I want that. I'm sure when she comes back and like there's like some gifts, I'm sure she'll be like, oh my God, let me get back home. I also know she's gonna be so, I know she's gonna miss her bed and shit. Wait, how's dating in New York versus LA? I mean, I'm not really dating, but the difference when I have, you know, I feel like I dated a girl for a while that I met in New York, but we both were here. So we were here more. So it kind of just felt like LA, but it was very New York. I mean, like it's like, also would say, wait, Magic, do you know about LA or New York? Do you know about like New York? Okay, if I say it was very New York, or like I met her like in like New York circumstances and it was very like whimsy. But also I feel like the only other person I've really kind of dated over there was like also like older and like a divorced mom who was like, they're not really dating, but like she was chill as fuck, you know, it was just like, so like, man, this is weird, dude. I wasn't thinking I'd be here. And I'm like, fucking same. So it was cool. And I also feel like, again, like I'm so like, it helps and maybe hurts, but I'm so myself. I remember, oh my God. I went to, Wait, mom gets back on like I think like the 25th or so. I'm grand, just full of gin. Finished work for the weekend. I'm very happy. I hope you love the gift too. One is a bit of a giggle. Dude, awesome, Nicola. Oh my God, I could feel your joy. Oh my God, dude, this one time I went on a date and it was awesome. And it was just like it went really well. We dated for a little bit and I think that they had like a funny, like not the best track record with like meeting people online. I think that we met maybe on like Hinge or something. So they were like, let's have like a breakfast date. And I was just like, yeah, sounds good. You know, like it's like, dude, whatever makes you feel comfortable, happy, whatever. And so I went the night before to go see John Bryan, my favorite musician. So I was like, and normally when I go see John, it's really, it's not like, I'm not going to see a show. I mean, I am going to see a show and it's my favorite show, but I'm not going to see a show. I'm going to like watch like a genius think, and I take it very seriously. Granted, I'm only having fun and happy and whatever, but I'm like, I don't care to go with a friend. If I see someone I know there, I'm like, it'd be cooler if I was by myself. I don't really want to talk. I just want to watch this thing. It's like, especially at this venue, they're all the sweetest people in the world, but there's rules. And the fact that there's rules, some people are like, they're kind of mean. You can't look at your phone. You can't take photos. I never want to look at my phone. Those rules don't apply to me because it's like all I want to do is the rules that they enforce, you know? And so I go, and normally, if anything, Bob is there. So I have a little Jaeger in the back, swigging Jaeger, and I'm at church, man. This is holy for me. And so I did that, and I was on one because I went to go see John, and I was just like, oh my God, just like getting my mind blown, and I'm like on one, and then I probably rode my bike home, had some beers to just be like, oh my God, that dude, oh my God. So the next day I was a little bit like, I was fine, but I was a little like foggy, you know? And then she was running a little late, and I had a yo-yo. I was just playing with this yo-yo, and I was like, you know, just like still a little bit silly from last night. And she came up and she was just like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, oh my God, nice to see you. And I was just playing with this yo-yo. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so sorry. Like I went to the show last night, and I was just completely honest. And I think initially she was just like, this dude's weird. Fuck, man. Like another fucking weirdo, you know? And, but again, I was really just myself. Like I really was honestly myself. But granted, maybe, I don't know, playing with the yo-yo or whatever. And so, yeah, so we went to brunch, or we went to like breakfast, and it was awesome. And then I was like, oh, cool. Like, you want to hang out another time? And she's just like, well, you want to like, I don't know, maybe get a drink, you know, there's a happy hour. And I was just like, sick, dude, you know, like, yeah, let's go. And then it was like to the point where like we were hanging out until like, she had like plans at like 10, and we hung out until like 9. And she was just like, I thought you were fucking weird, but then, you know, you seemed harmless and whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. And so I say that story to say, and like, we're still friends, you know, we've hung out quite a bit, you know, but like, I say that to say that it's like, I'm just so like, man, like I feel like mom, and the fact that like, you're not going to change her. She is who she is. If she goes somewhere, she's just like, yo, man, you're either going to like this or you're not, or you're going to be indifferent, you know? And it's like, I think that, especially that she says, which I told her from Chris Rock, from Bigger and Blacker, being like, when you go on a date, you don't meet the person, you meet the representative. She loves saying that because she is like, that's the truth. So the thing is, I feel like you kind of don't really get my representative, because I'm over here being like, bro, it's like, man, you know, it's like, dude, if someone's over here asking me like what I do, and they're like professionals, I'm not saying I'm not, but I'm like, fucking dude, my mom, I'm on the internet. If this is weird to you, this is a short one, you know? If it's not, we're good. Also, you know, you're not like, again, like I'm not trying to like be this person I'm not in order to like see where something goes. I'm just like, yo, dude. And even that, it's a weird thing. Just LA, never New York. New York is amazing, but also in New York, you could just meet someone on the street and it's amazing because people are open to just meeting people. And it's like you could just talk to someone and they're open. It's such a weird thing. I mean, people are open everywhere, but I feel like people that are like that type in their town, they go to New York and they're with other people that are that type, which could also be exhausting as well. But yeah, I feel like people are pretty they're kind of straightforward, you know? But also people over there, like, I guess it's like I live in a very art world where they're all kind of like trying to be weirdos, trying to be weirder than weirdos. Like, I don't think I'm weird at all, but I think that because I'm so open that I might as well, I'm an ally, you know, to like, and whatever that, I just to all over. But so I think that some people are like, they try to take it somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, in my estimate, everyone's been cool and just straightforward, and it's been great. But again, I'm also like, I'm not like right now I'm like in real heavy work mode where I'm like, I'm not thinking about trying to settle down. I'm just trying to work, you know, truly. I started some dishes and one of my birds started screaming when I came into the kitchen. How many birds do you have, Aaliyah? Abby? What has your mom thought about your previous girlfriends? She's loved everyone. That's, you know, one reason why also mom, how's it going, Maria? Also, how's it going, Ashley? I saw you say hello, but I was just fucking yapping. But I feel like one of the reasons why, oh, there you are. How's it going? One of the reasons why, mom, when I was younger, mom kind of took me a little serious. So when she started taking me more serious was when there was a few times where mom's a good judge of character for sure. But because also mom's just a little straight. She's just like, everyone's wild to build her. So, you know, whatever. But there was a few times where like I was like, oh, I'm introducing you to my mom. And then she'd be like, I don't know. And then we hung out for a while and she's just like, my bad, you know? And it got to the point where, again, it's just like friends across the board, this and that. And she's just like, oh, again, it's weird because, again, you know, mom, she gives me credit, but I can't stress it enough. I don't even know how to explain this to you. And it'll be impossible to, but because you also know me now and with her and through this, which is like clearly my doing. But like when I was younger, there wasn't like, wasn't that there wasn't hope for me, but it's like, mom was just like, I've worked. And she comes from just like, you know, like old world ass ideas, but she's just like, I worked, I built something, I'm going to give this to my kid. They're going to do this thing. So she's just like, who the fuck cares? Don't go to school. What the fuck does it matter to me? And so it's like whenever I had like an idea or an ambition that was straying away from whatever, you know, she laid down, she's just like, what are you doing? What the hell, what's going on? You know? But again, she was also just like, okay, you know, like, sure, do your thing. But so it's like, the reason why I'm saying I can't explain it is because she didn't believe that this is real. She doesn't believe that my world is real. Now she understands it, but she just like, what do you mean they paint? What do you mean they paint? What do you mean this person plays the drums for a living? You know, what are you talking about, you know? And so the fight of trying to explain to her, my friends aren't idiots. But also, we grew up on like Jackass and fucking, you know, CKY. And like, it's funny because I was watching this interview today. I was making a roux, so I was just chilling forever. And this dude, there's this podcast I listened to called Living Proof. And this one dude who's a director named Bill Saren? No, I don't know his last name. Something with an S. Anyhow, he's been filming skating for 20 years, and he's traveled the world 10 times over, and he made iconic fucking films, and he's buying. It's like it's a very real thing, but he also, like, I feel like if you saw him, I mean, it's like he is just a skater bro. But like, it's like, I feel like if someone just saw him and they didn't know who he was, he maybe looks like a schlub, but also like his gear is all Supreme because he works with Supreme. And it's like, it's like, if but if you don't, it's just like, this dude looks bumming, And again, like, trying to explain, like, absolutely not. Also, besides the fact that like his fit's rad, it's expensive. Also, this is real. What are you talking about? It's just like, he's inspiring people. He's making what he wants. This is fucking sick. Me trying to explain that to mom, the fact that it's real, let alone trying to be discerning in that world, being like, well, how is one better than another? And it's just like, again, I get it. She's worked essentially construction her whole life. She's just been like, cool, I'm going to give you some, I'm going to feed my kids. I'm going to, by any means, I'll sell, she sold zippers at the Rose Bowl, And now, but the thing is, like I said forever, she gave me like the luxury of like philosophy. She gave me art. She let me dream, That's another reason why I'm like, sick. Of course, you're going to be the center of my universe, She gave me the ability to start believing this, So, yes, again, regarding my girlfriends, regarding my friends, regarding whatever, she was like, oh my God, how are you here? Like, how do you know this person? Or and again, she doesn't even know the people. She doesn't get, it's like when I introduced her to so-and-so, she's like, I don't know who that is. But then she realized it through other people's eyes. Because the thing is with me too, I'm also just like, what am I going to do? Stress the fact that this person is famous? She's meeting them in better context, being like, they're really just people. You're right. This is correct. It's like, yeah, just treat them completely normal. And so yeah, like, I don't stress. It's a weird thing. So again, me trying to explain this stuff to mom, and especially through the context of me bringing people around mom, and then her kind of realizing me through like, wow, like, these people are sweet and they're mindful, and they're, I don't know, actively not even pursuing dreams. I mean, their dreams are coming true. They're true. They're just like, I mean, I went to go pick up this X-Files thing, and then my friend was just like, oh, my husband is on tour at Sparks. I was like, oh, they're in Japan. And they're like, oh yeah, how the fuck do you know? I was like, oh, well, Sparks is in Japan right now and whatever. And I'm like, dude, it's like, this was fools in Japan playing drums at Sparks. Oh my God, fucking so sick. Yo, Kev, I'm sorry. If you could come to Scotland, you'd be very popular in the dating pool. Really? Why do you think that? Also, could you imagine? I feel like my accent is so like, it's like deep fried California. In Melbourne, the ladies would be all, get out of here. Get out of here. If you ever need to travel to the UK, I'm happy to offer you up a spare room. Even if you brought your mom, I'd go to the BF's and she'd have very comfy mattress. I'm notorious for offering. Oh my God, thank you so much. Also, oh my God, how's it going, Maria? If we're ever in the UK, let's meet at the pubs. You know what I mean? For sure. Wait, I think my accent is so exciting to people in the US, I bet. For sure. But to be honest, Kev is cute. I see him as being a bit of a heartbreaker. I mean, I think people are like, that dude's just in his own fucking world. Truly. Like, it's like, I feel like, I don't know. We have a mix of ethnicities here. Scotland would love, you should come. I mean, I want to. Also, it's funny. I feel like there's like the meme of like Americans looking at like British food and whatnot, and I'm like, everything looks good. Truly. I don't like vinegar too much, which is probably like a big whatever, but like I feel like a chippy is the only place I want to eat ever. I'd love to come to Scotland, so it's 3, a pair of lovebirds and a green. Wow, that's awesome. 3 birds. Is it loud? Do they talk a lot? In a product. Italian. I'm a product of immigrants. Italian, Irish, Indonesian, Dutch, small part Scottish. That's awesome. Wait, Kev and Lily are always welcome. Thank you very much. If you don't know by now, dude, that's, can't you just hear mom just like singing out of nowhere? That's also crazy. Guys, I'm so drunk. Yet tomorrow, you're gonna go see Pulp. Oh man, dudes, a bunch of the homies went to go see them while they were here last month. That's so rad. Have you seen them before? Oh, they're so sick. Wait up, Kev, you'd be swarmed. Get out. I mean, if Kev, yeah, of course. I mean, by this point, I mean, there are a few places I'd go without mom, but I feel like by this point, mom is just like, listen, motherfucker. Maybe I could go somewhere without you, but you're not going anywhere without me, you know? Also, it's like I want mom to see a bunch of stuff. Cause also I feel like a lot of my ideas about things she would kind of like just have written off before. Now she's just like, whoa, like if I'm just like, yo, let's go to Scotland. She's just like, she would never even thought of Scotland as a place, you know? And now I'm sure she'd be like, Kev, yeah, like whatever, let's go anywhere. Like that alone. I mean, really, I can't stress enough. You guys keep her young, you know, it's like, or at least it's like her brain. I was telling someone the other night, it's like, I feel like it's like kind of like the slowest trip ever. Like it's like every day it's more like, this is real. This is a job, but it's not. This isn't invisible. You know, it's like, again, like I was saying that like, you know, she sold clothing her whole life. So it's like she bought, you know, she bought a blouse for $7 and she sold it for $9. And she always was just like really like little, she liked the little margins because she wanted to be cheap. So they came back always. And now she's just like, what do you mean this is a thing? What do you mean if people watch, like people, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know? And again, I get it, but it's like she still doesn't get it. But with the little she does, A, she's having a harder time to explain any of this stuff to any of the people she knows. B, she's starting to get it. And with her starting to get it, she's saying hello to a new world. And it's not that the fact that the old world is gone, but the fact that the new world exists. They both exist. I mean, granted, I mean, on this channel, I'm excited because whenever I get my computer here, I'm going to take this computer to my house. I just put up 30 record crates and I'm going to go through them and I'm going to play them and that's going to be on Twitch or whatever. And it is very like, you know, I'm in the 90s regarding music, but I'm also going to be on Twitch being like, I'm very today. And the fact that mom is kind of seeing that, she's just like, it's the slowest trip ever. She's tripping out, which is awesome. But I haven't seen Pulp. I'm so excited. Dude, I'm stoked for you. It's going to be so sick. Oh, they're so good. Kev, you and your mom. I want to. I'm bummed. My last serious relationship, my ex-girlfriend was from Melbourne. So we had plans. I always had plans to go, but never got a chance to. I love Australians. I don't know many, but they've always been cool. Also, it's a trip that like Mama Bear, how did you find us? You found us here, right? I think I knew this though. Wait up. I'd chip in her flight. I love it. She needs it for her brains. I think you need it. Well, thank you. Could you? Oh my God, that's so funny. Um, I mean, I think that yes, I think that mom getting her mind blown in that regard would be really amazing for her brains. And again, I think that it's that too. She's still getting her mind blown. That's so great. We can go to the zoo and see the koalas. Amazing. I don't think mom's ever been to a zoo ever. I can't, again, it's also like I'm trying to tell you about, it's impossible for me to explain that like mom never took me serious in terms of any of like my pursuits. Um, Mom's never done anything. Mom's never planned a weekend. Mom's never gone to the zoo. I mean, she might have because again, for some reason, some strange reason. I mean, also it's like the green card, you know, it's just like my dad was like, I like you, really. I also, I'm not asking for money. And her just being like, what the fuck? But also, you know, I really think that like honesty comes off honestly. And I feel like you could tell that I don't think, I mean, obviously I wasn't alive, but like my dad was a simple man. Like he wasn't like really looking for anything more than he'd be straight, you know? So it was mom really lucked out in this funny way of like, she married into excitement. She married into these options of like the zoo. You know what I mean? And that's such a weird thing to say. Cause I mean, I don't think my dad took her to the zoo, but like took her to Vegas or a show or, you know, I mean, like even him being like, I'm going to take you to go see Chente, even though he doesn't know the music. He doesn't know the language. He doesn't know that world, but he's also just like, what the fuck? Chente's in town. I'm not going to take you, you know? And then so because of that, subsequently she had all of these really cool memories that she would never have bought. She would never have put money in. She would never go see Pulp. I would take her to see Pulp. And then she'd be like, Pulp is amazing. But also if I played her Pulp, she'd be like, I want to watch TV. But it's the same thing with like going to see like Tyler, the Creator. Now it's like, you know, she sees people wearing, you know, like green merch and she's just going up to kids being like, I was at that show. And it's like, dude, that's insane. You know, this is so sick. It screams off and on through the day because he wants attention. He makes kissing sounds a lot. Lovebirds make noise off and on. It is loud at times, but usually it's not too loud. Have you always been really into birds? They just make bird noises throughout the day. Do they respond if you talk to them? Part of me wants to invite Mackenzie over because I love her vibe too. Yo, Kev, if she comes here, she'd need to realize I'm a feeder though. No spaghetti soup. Mom would be open to things, but also mom is like, mom likes pastries. It's like, you know, when mom goes to New York, she eats, but it's very the way she eats. Pastries, pastries and like very like at home simple food, ramen, you know? Like but like if she can go get like a baguette really and some cheese, she's good, you know? But also again, like I also know this about her too, which is like so sweet and endearing and cute, but like she's like eating chocolate from like Canada and I mean, I'm sure it's different chocolate. I'm sure it's different chocolate, but I'm like, I know it's a matter of the fact that it's not, it's exotic, you know? And I feel like that alone, it's just like that's a wild thing to just, to also just have right now, you know? And again, even like I'm saying, like, it's not that I'm like, she's gonna be like, oh, Kev, I miss you so much. But like, yeah, again, you know, it's like it's funny because mom lives this really exciting life. And it's really like fun, eventful life. Because it's my world. But I also feel like people are like, you know, she's gonna go and they think that mom is that person, and mom is the like she probably turns into like a great grandma pretty quickly, you know. And I think that she's like, give me some of the she wants some of the she wants this, you know what I mean? She wants to, you know, even if it's a matter of like, you know, she really respects learning anything because she always is nervous about losing her head. So she's stoked about learning about the fucking gooch, actually, you know, and that's fucking hilarious. Wait up, nah, that's it. I'm coming to LA and taking her to the zoo. I mean, yeah, I mean, she would be. You'd see a kid. There's elements of mom that's still 7. Take her to the zoo and film her reactions. I'm not good at. I wish I was better. I'm not good at filming. I'm really not. It sounds so funny because I do it, but you could really see most of it's like, but just us, like at her house, you know, my place, you know, here. But I don't really, I don't take photos of anything when I'm out. I don't use my phone much, especially like if I'm like at a bar or something. Like my phone never comes out. Wait up, I found you guys randomly one day on Insta, the pancake pie video, and I laughed so much with my kids, then followed the channel and saw her live and hopped on. Wow. So it was on Instagram from the pancake pie video. So that's 2020. And then here you saw us. Crazy. It's also just nuts thinking that like, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of ways of maybe people finding out about some things, but like I feel like most of the people just found us on TikTok. So you just miss TikTok altogether. It's such a trip. So glad you found us though. It seems like you're just so in it, you know? I feel like you've been around for such a long time. How did anyone find you guys? Random videos here. You fall in love with Crazy. Well, I feel like the thing is, you know, I just haven't really told people that we've been streaming because again, like also, you know, talking to like EPZ and Sarah, and it's like, I need mods in place, or, you know, like San Diego. And so that's why I'm like, when I start really just like, I will make clips and I will be like, we're here now, go here. I haven't done that before. So I'm like, because the thing is, I want to learn the language first. You know, I also want mom to just be comfortable in this world. And then, because also I know we haven't done any collabs and there's a bunch of people who want to collab. So I'm like, cool, let's get mom comfortable in front of a microphone. I don't know how to use it. I want her to be like, yeah, fucking shout out to genitalia. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, we're talking to you guys, but also it's funny. So I've had all these ideas, but the thing is, I'm saying here in particular, this is crazy on my channel going streaming. This is as cutty as it gets. But like on, you know, YouTube streaming, not a lot of people know we're doing this. I don't think, unless you're from YouTube, which is, you know, this isn't a big platform for us yet, at least. The best gift is one you wouldn't give yourself. Your dad did that for your mom. Agreed completely. I could do pastries. Sick. Yeah, I agree with that completely. I just really like animals in general. Thanks, kissing back and mumbles while they're talking. The lovebirds make little noises when you talk to them, but they don't talk. Bread and cheese tick. Chocolate tick. Well, Italian food, she fucks with pastas. She just likes kid food. She likes food that she can eat with her hands. She likes kid food. It's crazy. He also mimics you laughing. Is that for real? It's crazy. That's awesome. It's funny. I struggle. I suggested the zoo previously. It'd be great, I think. Well, San Diego, yo, how's it going, Laura? Yo, Gallant, how's it going? Yeah, nice to have you. San Diego was talking to people, I think, at the San Diego Zoo. And I'm like, let's do that. Yeah, I'm down. I think. I have a few other animals too. What else do you have? If you don't know me by now, I love it. Keeping mom just in the chat. um uh the first video of yours I saw was I'm 39. Look at my face. Gallant. Get the fuck out of here. Wait up. How did you wait, you found that here? What platform did you find that video? So wait, you dove in hard. I'm not a TikToker. Remember, yes, I see. Yeah, I knew that. But that's again, it's so wild that you found us here and then you kicked it. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad. Um, I found my peeps. I felt so welcomed. All you guys are so lovely and sweet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Again, it's funny. I was saying at the show the other night, I was telling them about this and the Discord and just like the gaming channel, and they were just like, my friends were like truly reluctant to chat GBT and like anything moving forward. I mean, they're a little older, and not that I'm saying that even matters, but it's just like they'll be the first to say it, that being like, man, I'm fucking it's a wrap for me. But I'm like, I'm saying any of this stuff, and it's like, A, they don't believe me. B, they're just like, no way, just no way. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. It's like it's because it's also funny. I mean, what am I going to do? Be like, Mama Bear says that this is such a sweet crew, and I'm like, but yes, but it's like the more I even say it to someone who just doesn't even believe it's real, it's like talking to mom. But it's crazy because in this regard, mom is younger. I saw it on IG. Crazy. So again, how did you find us here? I love it. I'm so stoked. Oh, wait a second. Wait. You fuck with broadcast. Was it because of the broadcast channel that I said we're live? Because that is quick as fuck, and you dove in hard. Animals for me. Wait, animals for the win, by the way, but it's hard when you are vet. They do talk. Yo, Kev, I just came to visit. I'll sort you both out. It'll be an expense. Oh, Nicola, I get it. Or I have to talk to mom. I also have to like figure out work stuff. Again, I want to go bad. I want to go so bad. But if I'm happy to give you pizza, pasta, or nuggets, that all works for me. I saw it a few times on random accounts, and it was. Oh, are you talking about the Subway take? And I have to find this lady's IG, and somehow the IG gods heard me and found you guys, and dove slits first. That's crazy, yeah. Because that again, I mean, I feel like. So that's crazy. So have you gone down the rabbit hole? So there's probably a lot of lore you don't know about mom and I. Because I mean, you get it. Again, I mean, I'm positive things that people have no idea about just being on here. Like because it's like I'm really yapping over here. I have a pond in my backyard with. Whoa, dude! 2 cats, 4 dogs, a guinea pig, birds, and a tortoise. That's a lot. That's awesome. But if my 11-year-old said to me, how do I know about Discord, and laughed. Oh my God. I said, I'm cool. That's awesome. Oh my God. I love it too. It's like we're learning together. I mean, it's crazy too. Well, I was telling them, because I told you even last time here maybe, but I was saying to this dude, and he has a kid. And so we had a mutual friend, and the mutual friend was just like, I'm done. And the person who I was talking to, I didn't know, was like, I want to learn what you're saying. And I was just like, you don't understand that every day this is as far as I go. This is as far as I've learned. I just found out about Discord. I mean, I knew it existed, but I'm like, and now I know what's going on. And this dude, you know, I was just like, look, I'm telling you what I know today. I mean this today, but I'm also just like, but catch me in, you know, 3 months and the dust will have settled and I'll be learning new things and I'll be like, oh, I know what this is now. You know, I know what I'm talking about. And he was just like, and that's when he was just like, man, can I please just like take you out to, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. But again, I hear you, Mama Bear. Yo, Ray, how's it going? Wait, it was my birthday on the 3rd. Can I get a birthday? Dude, happy birthday, Ray. I don't have birthday. You know, I'll get mom to sing happy birthday and send you something. I don't got a birthday song in me, but I got a happy birthday. I'll get mom to, I just got to be reminded. Maybe I'll just text her. I'm gonna text her right now. Sing. Also, that's so funny. I literally just wrote, "Can you sing Happy Birthday to Ray?" I'm sure she'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But again, happy birthday. Yo, no pressure was just. I feel you. I totally feel you. Your YouTube is linked in your bio. I also Googled her name. I'm a freak. Oh, that's what's up. Oh yeah. 1 second. Is the bio the Star Wars video? Fuck, dude. Thinking. Oh my god. I wish mom was down to just fucking make some videos with me. The fact that we haven't made another Star Wars video is just absolutely unacceptable. Dude, I'm a vet and 2 dogs and chinchillas is too expensive for me. Damn, dude. I mean, yeah, it's crazy out there. No, it wasn't the Subway takes video. I saw the I'm 39 video few times on random accounts. You know, have you seen Hans, have you seen that Hopecore version of that? So fuck, dude, that was, I mean, that video, we made that in, that was a stream while we were still in New York. So that was this year. It was probably January. Crazy. You really dove in. I'm so glad you did. But Kev, wait, no drama, no rush. But if you fancy a trip, I gotcha. Just hit me up. I'm here. Either get word. Yeah. Thank you. The only thing I'm confused about is Coochie Asada. So what that was, that happened while we were in New York. I went to, so it was really weird. I mean, it's a bit of a bummer, but so I made a Facebook account a long time ago. I hear you, man. I was just missing. I didn't expect you to sing, but I got you. So I made a Facebook account. I mean, this is like early. This is pre TikTok. So I made a Facebook account just to be there, you know, just because I was like, cool, people are on Facebook. And then it just sat there forever. And then someone, like some scammer took it. And then they started posting things and they would just repost some of my videos. But then it got really weird. Yo, Laura, Lily's mom's good. So far, mom is just like totally just like so stoked to be hanging out with family right now. So she's really having a fun time. But so the thing was, so someone during the chat, someone in the chat while we were in New York was just like, yo, it's like mom, for some reason, mom drinks Garrigare every day in New York. I don't know what it is. She has a routine over there. She does it every day. She goes to this market every day. She just does her thing. These people started posting videos that didn't have anything to do with mom. And one of the memes that they posted was having Coochie Asada for dinner tonight. It was the craziest meme ever. It was fucking nuts. And I was like, that's the funniest thing ever. It's fucking gross. It's nuts. It's so the best. 1 second. I have to have it. But also, I mean, it's like, it's funny because it's like, it's just like a silly photo, but it's also like not straight up not safe for work, dude. It is so weird. But so they posted that, and that kind of became like a meme here. But the thing was, it also got a little weird because some of the people started posting about Garagare. So I was like, oh my God, maybe someone is in here. You know, maybe the scammer who owns who took over the thing, the account, is watching our streams, which would just be weird. But also, I was looking, I forgot, but one thing that came out of that world, oh my God, because that, wait, Gallant knows, I want to say, or I mean, you guys do, but in that time, when, oh my God, wait, when mom, wait a second, wait a second. I gotta do this justice. I can't find the Kuchi Asada meme, but I know it's in the Discord. But oh my God, here's another one. Nicola, mom, when we're in New York, mom goes to this one bar for sandwiches every day. She eats like a tuna sandwich, and she eats like she eats a bunch of stuff. But that's another thing. But again, that's also kind of bread. Dude, why can't I find this? Oh, here it is. Oh my God. So this is truly, what do I know? Here, I'll show you right now. This, oh my God. So when I told mom about Kuchi Asada, and I was like, oh my God, it's like, almost like, when they started posting about Garagare, I was like, the call's coming from in the house, And then when I told her I was DJing, and then that's where this comes from. This is one second. Wait a second. Dude, this is mom when she found out about Kuchi Asada. Dude, this is the funniest thing ever. Dude, this is real. She's at the club, man. This is real, dude. Where's her hat? She's down so bad, I can't even begin to explain, but this is where it came from. So yeah, there you go, Hans. And also, this is also that same time. This trip was when she did the 39. This trip was when she did the subway take. This trip was Kuchi Asada. This was all that. Oh my God, so funny. Wait, texted someone, you ghosted, sad. Who ghosted who? You talking about mom? Oh, you talking about, well, yeah, me talking. I texted mom. Well, I texted mom for Ray. I didn't text her. I'm being a messenger. Somehow I told Lily, you look 20 something today, and it makes me smile and warms my heart to see you're happy. Thanks. I mean, it really, yes, I talked to mom. She's good. She's having fun with the family. Again, all she said, like I said, again, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I'm like, I'd really just like to be at home. And she was like, I always tell mom, like, you want to go out and do that thing. And she did. And she was just like, you're right. She was playing with dogs today. And I'm like, dude, that's not like you, but she was having fun, But she, she really does, Abby, she really does feel good when you say that, I mean, she really likes she likes those, yes, I think that every so often too, she might just, I think that in some regards, she just feels her age. And I think that when, you say that, or when anyone says nice things, she feels, younger. Or, which is also funny coming from mom, she's just like, you lie to me because you love me. And then she's just like, you love me. That's all she hears. And it's just like bars too, Yeah, Texas. This is Kaka killed me, and Sultana is the best. Dude, Mama Bear, I was with Sultana's. I wish I could have shown you some of these things that I saw today at this person's house. It's crazy. I also think that it's going to like family and it's going to like Star Wars estate stuff, but like, oh my God, I saw some pretty wild stuff. This person was kind of like a hoarder like me, but like everything was like pristine and like in its right place. And I was just like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this X-Files poster, but I'm like, it's not gonna, you can't give it away. I dove in, man, love it. Happy I did. When I like something, I friggin' like it. I feel you. Wait, Hans, do you fuck with any other like community like online like this or like live streaming and stuff? Hans, late entry, but we love you. Yes, for sure. That's amazing. I'm great. I'm glad. I'm glad too. Oh yes, it was a chicken that looks like coochie. Yes, crazy dude. Funny, but from the scammers, no. I know. I mean, I think it's funny because of how ridiculous it is. I mean, that meme is funny, but like, I think it's like extra funny because it's like that's them being like, I don't know, like also just fucking posting stolen. You know, it's like that's not their meme. Uh, you know where this photo came from? The mom. Oh, that was after them. Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah, that's when they sold her some nostalgia. Exactly. Did you get the Facebook page back? I messaged the start of. No, I missed the start. No, I didn't get it back. I was just telling Hans didn't know where Kuchi Asada came from. Oh, no wonder her face looked like that. Totally. I mean, also it was weird because she was really just like, she was like, wait, what do you mean? They started posting about Garagare. Oh no, they weren't posting about Garagare. They were posting about Red Bull, and that was a very short-lived New York thing because I was like, you're cut off, you're too much. But also, this was also around the time too, like some of the like the disgust or like I don't even know what the fuck her face looks like in this photo, but some of it also came from the fact that TikTok was going under. So that was also a gnarly, it sucked. I love her genuinely. Yeah, I'm glad. Wait, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. That's big facts. Mom looks a little overstimulated here. I get her. Sometimes I'd be like that. Yeah, for sure. But also it's funny. I forgot. I mean, when I started posting this here, and I forgot what I was saying, but it's like, obviously, I don't mean this in a diss by any means, but her face is just funny. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it has to do with the fact that she's funny and like her delivery is funny, but her face is just funny. It's like, if I saw this, I'd be like, whoa, dude. It's like, I would be like, I know what this is, but also I'm like, fuck. She's seen some shit, you know? What's an album you always wanted that isn't $1 million? What's an album that I've wanted that isn't $1 million? I don't want it because I have it if it's not $1 million. But $1 million album that I want, Misfits records. It's easy. Just like anything early Plan 9 that's not like 100 times bootlegged over, I would fucking love. And also kind of like all that related stuff, all the Danzig stuff, like Danzig on the early like American record stuff, the early Andrew Dice Clay on American record stuff. I probably have some cleaning the hip hop stuff out. You know, I have a lot of that stuff, but there's still like probably some like I have the old Nas records, but some of the old Nas, like some of the records that people don't even fucking want, but it's still just like there's enough time that went by for people to like be like, this is $300 now. Or let's just say even looking at Hans, some early E40 stuff, some early Too Short stuff. But again, those are getting steep, dude. Also, Ray, this will be again, right now I'm just bullshitting with you guys. This will be the talks over here. Granted, it'll be around mom too and stuff. And again, mom's gonna bug me on my streams because when she sees how serious I get about mine, she'll be like, I want to come listen to music too. And I'm like, oh, but it'll be fun. But that's off the top. That's off the top. Yeah. Um Nope, the only community I'm with like this, no need for another. You guys are my daily show. Looking forward to streams every day. Love you all. I don't really have a lot of friends I bond with like that. You guys are friends. I've talked to some of you personally on the side. I can't, dude. That's so sick. Again, I mean, there's no. I mean, it's not even like a thank you because it's also like I feel it too, you know. So it's all just like just acknowledging, like fucking yes, I feel you. But it's so wild. You know, another thing about this too that blew my mind, especially when I'm like talking to someone like at the show and I was like trying to explain it. I'm like, I didn't think it would be like this. I didn't think that it would be. I thought it was like cool, you know, because we would stream on TikTok and it would just be like pancake pie, oof to you. It'd just be a bunch of these like memes. And I'm positive I'm positive those people will come here because when we start saying like we're over here, and again, like we've been saying that, or especially with like San Diego's been like helping me with that in terms of a mod on a stream, but I haven't made videos being like, hey motherfuckers, we're over there. This is where this is at. When I start doing the disclaimer show and I'll be like YouTube. Hopefully, and I'm sure there'll be more us. But I'm also again being like, I'm not trying to say that now because I need mods in place because I don't want there to be the shitheads. You know what I mean? I wanted to keep it this vibe. But again, and I mean, I also like it's like I'm sure there'll be a little bit more kind of nerdy dudes, or not dude. I mean, whatever. I don't mean that in a gendered sense, but like nerdy bros over here because it'll be art and music heavy, and I'm sure there'll be a whole lot of like pretentious whatever. And I'm one. I'm not saying, I'm not being like, oh my god, people or whatever, but yeah, I mean, it's like I still think that overall, like my outlook will just be like, just make work and put out work. Like I wish Kidbo was here. I'm stoked about seeing him put some stuff out, and I'm also stoked about hearing about emo rap that I don't know anything about. And I want that. Did Lily do a Danzig skit? No, but she should. Well, we kind of did. She did Last Caress one year, but she was kind of like I guess she was Danzig. She was. It was like she was in Bones and she had, like the eye makeup, and she had Yo Mackenzie. She had, the devil lock. Dude, I'm gonna go see Bob tonight. Bob just texted me. He's got a collection. He also has, it was funny. I saw him the other night. And the reason why I say that is because he has a collection and he brings them out. Dude, he gets on one. I mean, just because it's like a fun party, but like I do not believe what this motherfucker is bringing to the bar. I think I'm going to DJ on the 13th. And I don't know if I could do it without bringing someone as security for the records. Like, I mean, dude, I pulled out some old like Too Short records. Like, are you joking? I'm not letting people just be around. I mean, it's scary, It's scary. I totally get you, Mom, angry bottom teeth. I feel that. Wait, yes, always love the forest. I'm also only in the community in this way online. I have friends and I have an open door policy, hence why I have someone in the US. Wait, I'm a bit of a sap, but also I've learned that the 6-year-olds ask when I'm coming home because he wants to know when. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember you saying you find your people. Yes, you do. Yeah. I also, again, like, I just know too. And it's funny because again, like does she get Misfits 4 hits from hell? You got, I mean, I have a bootleg of 3 hits from hell. Um, but again, I don't have any of that I don't have like that real shit, you know? Again, like Bob's bringing like that real shit to the bar. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's bringing Danzig 1 that he bought live to the bar. He's bringing Sam Hain to the bar. Playing that shit. Oh my God. Also, what a fucking legend. Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, again, it'll be a lot of this talk. But I'm also stoked about like I'm bummed. I went to Amoeba and I got a haul and I didn't put it in my Discord, and I wanted to like start putting out my hauls. But I also, so I was saying, I think that there's, with some of the people who I was talking to at the show, and like a Bob and my friend Nick and whatever, when people start coming to this stream and I start making videos with them, I feel like some people who, like, I forgot who was it. It was Will, and it was, I forgot her name, from Australia, I think. There were two people that were live, that were in the chat from the videos I made like 8 years ago on this channel. And they weren't like, they don't know what the forest is and shit. I bet you when I start telling the stories that I want to about this stuff and then bring them, they'll probably be like, oh shit. Like, like a little bit like, oh shit, like I'm able to talk to these dudes because they're here, and they won't do that on their own. They won't make it a thing. They'll never go live. They'll never create an environment where they're feeling comfortable about this. And I also bet you too, and I know this about me and I know this about it, is if they're over here being nervous about like the chat, and then I just start talking to them, they'll just start talking to me, and then it'll go like nothing, and they'll be like, wait a second, we did nothing. And I'm like, no, you did something. But then they'll get it. And I'm like, cool, there'll be power in numbers. Just come out, do more. Just make more. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, Mackenzie, you got to go. That's so funny. A feeder. I heard it too, Mackenzie. Wait, let me see. Let me see that track list. Also, one second. Did you listen to the new Turnstile record? I just listened to it today, and Faye Webster is on it. I'm so stoked. Wait, what are your two favorite on that record? Because also, I want to be I feel like with some of those records, they all kind of like blend in. I feel like when I got into two favorites. That's tough, dude. I really, I mean, I love Devil's Play. Oh my God, dude, Blood 2. I mean, Pain in the. This is hard. I don't know. This is hard. I'm not the best with lists like that, because it's like, dude, Snakes and Crack. Yes, I mean, I was, fuck, dude. I feel like Devil's Plaything. Those are two. But also, dude, Killer Wolf. Again, I'm not the best at, dude, any top whatever, because I'm just like, we got them. Like we have the ability to listen to them. Like I'm so like sappy when it comes to that shit, where I'm like, I was saying, because I'm also thinking about, wait, is it hard? I know obviously it's hard to get the Switch 2 right now. Is it hard to get this? Do you think it's going to be hard to get the Switch 2 soon? And the reason why I bring this up is because, I used to say, just when, there's kind of the type of video games when I was growing up, it was just like basically like two people fighting each other or us fighting bad guys, a team fighting bad guys. And in that regard, I feel like a lot of the people who would like fight each other also like making lists. And I'm always just like, I'm like, I remember someone asked me about like, Nas only has 3 good records. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to make a list of my favorites. I was just like, dude, listen to Hip Hop Is Dead and oh my God, Street Disciples and oh my, like just like show it, like being like, dude, we have them all. This is so sick. Are you kidding? We have Nas, man, But I love that album. In the first dance I got, oh my God, yes, dude. Wait, Magic. Also, wait, do you know who Bob Bruno is? Game Gear, Game Boy, so good. I'm the only loser today who hasn't listened to the new Turnstile album. Well, I just listened to it because I just like took a train ride, or I took a bus ride to get this poster, and I saw that Faye was on it. I was just like, oh shit, let me peep this. But yeah, wait, do you know who Bob is? You got to listen to some of that stuff. Also, I think he just put out a track with, I think his name is Ahmad Yassif, but and the drummer from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. He's a gear bro. He's a sick dude. Speaking of drunk, where's Muzza? I miss him. Same. Yes, same. Oh my God, yes. I wanted to stream yesterday. I was a fucking wreck. I mean, I guess I wasn't like Honey Packets wrecked, but just, I was right there. No, I don't know him. He's one half of Best Coast. He's in Ahmad in the 2-part Beast. He's in that band Nothing now. He's oh my God, can you like see the stars? Could you see like the hearts in my eyes when I talk about him? He's also, I don't even know who he's playing with today. He's playing with someone. And I can't wait to, I'm stoked to check it out. He's always playing with a bunch of people. Also, wait, do you fuck with Youth Code at all? I'm gonna see them on Saturday, and that's like the crew that I hang out with at the bar. It's like Youth Code and Bob. Is he related to Steve Bruno, the recording producer? No, he's not. But he also used to work at the Smell, and he used to record like No Age and fucking like, I should do it. I really should do it. Like now should be the time. I started making a documentary on Bob, or I started like really filming a bunch of stuff on Bob. And one of the first people I filmed was Fiona Apple. That's how we got close, because he used to like assist, or he always like helps out whenever she was around at the old bar Largo. And so he used to be John Bryan's assistant. And that's how I found out about him. And I was like, wait, what? And everything was like, he's just Cuddy, dude. Just fucking the most. Just such good shit. Yeah, but he'll be on here for sure. And I should make the thing and put it on here. You should have come over for Pulp, Kev. I wish. I also missed him here too. I'm bummed. Never heard of them. I used to know Poor Kids in Hollywood back in 2001. When dude, that's awesome. That's rad. You should, I wouldn't even know where to start with Bob because there's so much shit, but I'll put like a Bob starter kit together. Yesterday I was with a friend and it was weird because they bought a record player and they have 2 records. They have Brat and they have like some like classic ass, like, I don't even know, like Abbey Road or something. And they were like, what would you get? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know how to start that. And they were like, Carole King. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Yes. But I was thinking about it being like, I don't think that I even consider Carole King a thing because it's such a staple you need. It's not even a question. It's like Tapestry, you have to have, it's like a must. They Still Mob. I do know the Poor Kids. I haven't heard of the Poor Kids in a minute though. But yeah, I remember. I mean, like I was like around at that time, like that was like I was still in LA before I moved to San Francisco and then New York. But I was thinking about just doing like a 100 record, just like get like a crate for your first crate. Oh my God. Fuck. But that's a good one. And I was just like, well, I mean, like, again, like records you don't even think of, like Pet Sounds. You need Pet Sounds, or like, I don't know, fucking like, yeah, like the White Album or something, or like whatever. And I mean, also, I gotta go. But I was thinking because I was listening to this one podcast and they were talking about what classic rock was, and it was funny because there was like three opinions. It was like one person that was just like, it's anything 25 years old is classic rock. It was like there was a classic rock station and Nirvana was playing on it, and someone was just like, no way, Nirvana isn't classic rock. He ended up working with Danzig. Dude, that's awesome. That's sick. I didn't know that. I'll look into that whole lore. Wait, Big Dog, the Target in Fresno stocked with Switch 2s if you want. Wait, really? Wait, I can get a Switch 2 right now? Because the thing is, I also want to I want to do this, but I also want to like kind of bullshit. Like I want to like not game, but like Animal Cross game, Totally. But the thing is, I was talking to a friend and I was just like, I guess Switch 2 is out, so maybe that would be a better one as opposed to getting the first one. But I am interested. I mean, but if they're out, then I'll just go to Target or something, But okay. So 3 things. Anything 25 years old, classic rock, interesting. I don't disagree, but I also am like, I know what they mean when they say it's not classic rock. Then someone was just like, classic rock is, and they said like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and like, I don't know, fucking Sabbath, And I was like, okay, again, I get what you mean. I really do. I get what you mean. And then ChatGPT was like, yo, they were like, classic rock is, it's classified from like the late 60s to the early 80s and whatever. And I'm like, oh, whoa, dude. Okay. And again, I knew what they meant, but I'm also just like, okay, if you want to say anything is 25 years old as classic rock, I'm with you. It's either going to be either extremely vague or extremely specific, where it's just like, okay, 25 years old, awesome. ChatGPT being like late 60s, early 80s, get out of here. Again, if it's early 80s, it might as well be the 90s and the 2000s. Who cares? It's like, there's no way in the world there's anyone making classic rock in the 80s. But granted, the 80s, classic rock is not a genre, I don't believe. I understand when someone calls it that, but it's like Led Zeppelin was not trying to make classic rock. Led Zeppelin was trying to make rock and roll. Like the classic rock station, I understand if someone's just like, okay, Deep Purple. It's like if it was just going straight classic rock, whatever the fuck that means, sick. Like, I don't know, maybe Ozzy's in there, maybe Sabbath, like Deep Purple and the Stone or whatever. But I all I kind of like really like thought about was classic rock to like people my age is just whatever was in their parents' record collections. So that's why the Beatles are classified as classic rock, because it was next to a fucking Stones record. Classic rock is radio format. Fucking yes, agreed completely. But you know what they mean too when they're saying that. It's like, I'm not trying to be on any side because I don't care. But I'm like, yeah, like if you're gonna call so you're gonna call the Kinks classic rock, get out of here. I mean, it's like the Beatles. That's Britpop. It's pop music. Or it's like, what about Psych? You know what I mean? What about if Jimi Hendrix is classic rock? I get that. So what's psych then? Not to get too fucking nerdy, but that's literally all I'm gonna be doing over here. Yo, Kev, you play Animal Crossing? Visit my island, dude. I don't, but I will. I'm going to. That's what I'm like super stoked on. It's that our classic rock though, and every genre has different versions now. I think that that's, I guess, you know, again, like that sounds more accurate to me than let's just say someone being like, just, I don't know, like all things like it's like I don't even know. But I think that I mean I like that. But again, it's also like if someone were to be like classic rock, and they would just be like Jimmy Page, I'm like I know what you mean. I get what you're talking about. I get what the people are saying when they even say the Beatles, even though I don't. ChatGPT also said like Elton John. I'm like, homie, if you're gonna say Elton John, then why not fucking Nirvana? If I find one and you, well, Hans, no, I mean, thank you. But also, I mean, just let me know if there is any over there. And we could figure something out, or I'll look here too. But if you wouldn't mind letting me know if there are some on the shelves, that means I'll just start gaming sooner. But if I've seen Russ, on a few live videos with Danzig, you could find on YouTube when Danzig gets pissed at someone. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, Magic, you know, I saw Danzig like last month. I got like an autographed toy. Dude, Danzig. That's so true. Is classic rock just an idea? I think. I really do. But again, the thing is, like I'm saying too, when I'm talking over here being like forever, language, time. Classic rock is slang for something, but I don't think people think that it is. It's like, oh my God, dude, I watched the documentary and this blew my fucking head off. Can't remember what it was, but there was a woman who just said, she was talking about music in the 70s, and she just said, it was like heartbreaking in both directions, but she just said, we didn't know it was just music. Like we didn't know it was just music. And I feel like that's like this idea of like it's funny that like, or I remember like Ian Mackay was being like, oh, it's funny that people think punk is dead when they choose to opt out. You know, they choose to opt out and therefore it's dead. And it's like, obviously it's not, it's alive and well. So is rock and roll. So is whatever. But like the idea of like, we didn't know it was just music. There's a time in someone's life when the music isn't just music. And I feel like I still live in that world, but I also am like, I totally look at music like it's just music. But I think that with some of the people who are like, it's classic rock, they mean like it's mine. You know, it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, you don't even know what rock and roll is, you know? And again, this is also like I want to make when I make the movie on rock and roll, it's funny because it's going to have nothing to do with music. I mean, it is, but it's just going to be with dealing with the word and what it means. And it'll be more so something about linguistics and motherfucking rock and roll. Like, what the fuck is rock and roll, dude? It's so important. But yeah, I think that with I don't know what classic rock is, but I also do understand it as an idea, or I do understand it as a radio format, and I do understand it as someone who's still rocking fucking like patches and bell bottoms and or you know like flared out jeans, drinking beers, being like, you know, like playing air guitar, you know, singing fucking Stairway. Smokey Robinson wasn't playing oldies in the 60s. Fucking facts. It's wild to hear Guns N' Roses in the local classic rock station. But really it's just oldies. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, I agree with the, dude, rock to rock, rock to talk. Yeah. AC/DC is awesome. Facts. AC/DC. Yeah. Classic rock, classic rock. I almost went to that show. Oh man, how come we didn't? Sitting in the waiting room. Dude, yeah. Wait, how come you didn't go to the show? You drive to Fresno, voluntarily. God bless you. I don't even drive, Hans. No, but I'm also saying I think that if it's in Fresno, I feel like they're all over or ish, you know. But yeah, I do think, wait, for sure, classic rock can be one thing as a format and another as a genre. I'd say classic rock as a genre is 60s, 70s classic rock stations, or whatever rock is too old to be on pop station. Yeah, facts. I mean, yeah. It's also, it'd be so funny. It'd be so funny if this is like my head goes immediately if I was like, oh yeah, cool. Like if I like start like a radio station that's actually classic rock, like true to form classic rock, where people who are playing classic rock that's too old to be on pop stations, like the heads being like, oh, Kev's playing the classic rock, you know, like, because also like I think even too, Ray asked, like some of the stuff like on my real list of like what I want is just infinity dollars. It's just, you know, it's just like, you know, it's just like it's old like David Axelrod records, you know, like it's like Songs of Innocence and whatnot. I mean, granted, it's like whatever. It's like you could find a fine copy for like a few $100, but it's like it's yeah, whatever. So it's just like I know there's classic rock out there that I'm really stoked on that I don't even know exists yet, but it's just like I will find it, you know? Or even like I don't know, like Captain Beefheart's fucking nice classic, you know? But yeah, that's funny. Wait, I haven't been into punk shows since 2007. I went to so many as a child. My older brother got me into it and snuck me into all the clubs before I was legal age. Anti-clubs was of wait, dude, how come you stopped going? Why'd you do that? You mean music from the 90s? Yeah. Dude, the 1900s. The 1900s is wild. Wait, that's awesome too though. How come you stopped going to the punk shows though? Oh my god, wait, I showed you yeah, 1900s is crazy. I remember when the kids started like making fun of us because using that fucking nuts. Wait, but Magic, wait, did you see that I told you when I went to go see Dead City. That's the gnarliest show I've seen in. Speaking of lists, it's one of the top gnarly shows I've ever seen in my life, for sure. And Pig. Yeah. Oh my God. You should check those dudes out. Or you should just, dude, I really do have to get off. I'm going to call Patty Collins and eat and then go to the show. But look up, go on YouTube and look up the Dead City show. Crazy. Just look up Dead City. When I say crazy, man, but you got to go to the shows. I mean, it's good, you know? But yo, guys, I gotta go. I am running late and I got a caller. So yo, guys, I love you. I partied too much and stopped drinking. Never got back into the scene after that. I understand, Magic. That's good that you got rid of that stuff or even just chilled out. Cause it's a slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope over there. My kids say, "Oh, mom, you're from the 19." Gnarly. But I mean, but also, it's like they're still. You could go without doing that stuff. Also, to be honest with you, I just because I mean, I chill in the corners a lot. I mean, when I went to go see like NoFX's last shows and I was like in the pit and stuff, but I'm like, I just like being in a room that's fucking smelly and fucking sweaty and like you could feel the energy. It's something to even just be like, it's like a little pick me up, But yo, love you guys. Check out the video in general. We'll do Gallants. We'll chat later. Yes, have dinner. Thank you very much. In general, got it. Love you guys. I will see you. I'll probably be Saturday. I'm going to see Youthco tomorrow. I might be here tomorrow again. I'll probably be here often. I'm gonna be here often. I'll let you know about Poll tomorrow. Awesome. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear about it. I'm sure it's just gonna be like it was the sickest show ever because it's going to be. Have you heard Bob Turkey? Bob Turkey. No, I don't think I have. From NoFX. Is it one of theirs? Also, I have Metallica next year. Hell yeah. But I'll look it up. I'll definitely look it up. Also, oh my God, wait until you see my NoFX records. That's kind of maybe the gnarliest in my collection. There's a lot. But yo, guys, okay. I love you. I will see you. We'll see you tomorrow. If not, Sunday. Love you guys. See you soon. See you in Discord.